All right, a quick update. We've got a new switch for the stairs. The other switch was faulty, and then we just need to patch this up where I had a 2 gang bucks. And then we've got the switches in the wall, so all nice and neat and organized. And then the wires are all organized going up. These will be wire tied for the excess, so that's nice. And then we go into the storage room. The light switch is obviously there, see? And it's all nice and tied up and organized. And then, you know, going across through there. This is just a construction plug that I'm using for the saw, so it'll go back on the other side when I'm done with it. And we've got the closet wires all tied up nice and neat. Oh yeah. And the plug is all in there. I know you guys saw it not in there, but there it is. And boom, boom. Okay. And then I cleaned this area up pretty good. Last time I had a bunch of stuff here, junky. So I spent some time sweeping and cleaning, and I took about 6 bags of trash out. So got this. These are the remainder of the wood that I'm just going around and adding pieces. Like I added 2 more poles here to the door, so this is a complete threshold now. And then we'll get our little water or our pieces at the bottom. And then I want to put a connector board here. I'm not sure if I want to go all the way across and put in, you know, support boards. It's just a wall. But as you can see here, we've got the plug all cleaned up, and then a switch. This one's for the fan, this one's for the light, and then all the way up here. And then all I have to do is get wire ties and tie those together. So that looks pretty good. And then we added a board here because I was doing my measurements, and it all looked good until I got to here, and there was this huge gap. This was 25 inches, so I just split it and added it, which meant I had to pull all this wire back, drill the hole, slip them in, bring them back, and there it is. So boom, boom. So that'll be pretty fun. I think I am going to insulate this wall, but I'm just going to turn insulation sideways, cut them sideways all the way down, and that'll just help with sound dampening. So but yeah, so it's coming together pretty good. This is the bedroom. Did some insulation samples up here, so I've got a bunch of this insulation that it's called Remnet, and so I'm just going to remnet everything that I can, even up in there. Do a little more insulation, and just more for sound than anything. And then you can tell the floors are a lot cleaner in here. I'll start putting the plugs in. I found that we have 2 breaker spots upstairs, and so we're going to put one breaker in to tie all these plugs in, and then we're going to bring one from there all the way to this wall, and this will be for the microwave, fridge, and 2 plugs on the walls. So that's coming this weekend. And then I just have a bunch of this remnant stuff that I'm filling in gaps with, but it looks pretty good. It's less trash. Welcome back to Big Bert's Adventures Basement Edition. Yes, we've made some improvements. I've made some improvements. Let me turn on some light here. Hey, there we go. It's made some really good improvements. Lost some footage, so I apologize about that. We are working in the bathroom today. I keep saying we, I don't know. eventually there'll be some weeds. But got the bathtub placement, got all the insulation put in behind the shower so we can put the drywall up here. This is where the water is going to be. And then today what we've done is what I've done is I put the air vent in the bathroom. It is a code requirement because there is no windows in here. This bathroom is much smaller, but we've got this new vent up here. I've already got it wired. Let's go up and let me show you that. Oh, getting better at climbing the scaffolding. Yep, it's way better than the ladder, let me tell you. So what we've done up here is I've got all this wiring done, so it looks pretty good. Got the new connectors here, so we just got to stuff all that back up in there and put the cap on. I've got the one side screwed in so I can do the electrical once I tighten that up. I've got these frames that are gonna go here, and that'll hook the side up, so I'll show you that today. And then yeah, the nozzle is pointing, so sorry, there's just a lot of light options down here. Let's go mid light here. So we've got the nozzle going this way. Normally, you know, airflow would go that direction. The reason why I did that is because it's going to make a turn either way, because I need to be in this rafter here, so this one up here, and so it's going to turn and go out. So we're going to work on that today and see if we can get it either way. It's going to have a bend in it, so we're going to try to see if we can get it to only have one bend, one turn when it gets right here in this rafter. So but I've got to make holes. This is a construction light box. Let's see if we can get that out while we're talking to you. It's in there pretty good. They've been here for about 4 or 5 years now. So, but I think this is the last one. There might be one in the movie room, but they're in there pretty good. And that's that. So we'll save that for another project. Let's see if I can throw that somewhere. Nope. Rejected. So, but anyway, we're gonna pop a hole through here, go straight out, and then go straight out the side of the house. That's where it's gonna be vented. So, the other thing that we've done is we put a light in here. So, and then we've got another. This is the LED light for the fan. So it's got a cool little light there, and if you wanted different colors, that's what it would do. So, and because this area is so small, this is a smaller bathroom than the one next door, we may put a light here, because this one would compensate for the one right above the mirror. I don't want to put one there and here. And the reason why we're putting the vent right here in this rafter is because there's a drain right here, so it wouldn't fit. So, but yeah, so that's requirement. And then we're gonna cut a hole here. Ooh, that's really cold. And then we'll put a vent coming out here for the bathroom. So you'll have air and vent and whatever else we need to do. But this frame's pretty solid. And got our 2 switches in yesterday. So again, if I hit this switch, you can't hear it. Air blowing, and it's rolling. It's really quiet. That's good. So you can kind of see. Can see the thing rolling in there. That's the whole point. So anyway, I'll bring you back when we get some more done. All right, so I was just gonna bring you guys around. the things we have added, I've added a plug in the closet. That was because the inside the closet is the stairway closet. So we're gonna make it some kind of special. We're gonna put all the kitty play stuff in there. There's gonna be a seat and a table. And so we're putting a plug in there for a lamp. And then just dressing all these wires. And we have the plates, some of the plugs in. I tore all the batting off the insulation and made it square. And all this is blown in insulation, so it's really, really itchy. And you can see what it looked like before. I'm not messing with these, but these were really bad. And then I put a plug right there. And then I was one plug off, so I put a plug there in the corner, and that's just for accessibility. And then you just, ran the wires through all the way across. Got a plug there, and that's pretty much where that is. And I got all the lights in the movie theater, so I just need to close these boxes up. But we got 4 LEDs in here. This is the movie room. I mean, it's super bright in here, and when we get the walls in, yeah. And this is where the TV is going to be for the movie room. And then I'm just trying to keep it clean down here. It was, if you look at prior videos, it was really dirty and dusty, but I also put this insulation up because the air conditioner is behind there, and you can see how much it's pulled in. So that'll be the furnace room. So we'll need to keep that separated. And then I'm keeping these areas open for the inspection. I just put this wire in yesterday, so it'll just need to be tacked up. And then we've got the living room in here. Oops, just stepped on that. Okay. And we've got the big room. So this is the apartment side, but I put a plug down here for this wall, so I had to take the drywall down, some of the insulation, and we'll be putting that back. But I wanted to make sure there was a plug here. None of this is live. It's not even hooked up to a breaker. And then it comes around, and you've got, a plug here, and you got all these plugs. We're gonna fill these walls full of this insulation. I've got bulk insulation waiting on me in Salt Lake. And that'll pretty much make that an R30 something. So, and then we'll put the vent in. I got to put a vent in right here where there's already a seam. Break that out. Just cut that out and put my vent in, which is over here somewhere. Yeah. And so, I started putting insulation on the room wall. But again, I got to keep these parts open so the inspector can see them. We got I started wiring the switches or the plugs, and I stopped there because I don't want to get too ahead of myself with the inspector. And then we've got another set of lights in here we can turn on. So that's where the fans are going to be. We did get the fans in. So we got 62-inch ceiling fans. So I got 2 of these, and then this is a ceiling fan plus light. These have lights on them as well. So that's what that will replace, and that will replace the fans will be there and right there. And then, I don't know if I showed this before, but I cleaned all this up. So all the wiring's cleaned up in the wall. I made sure everything was labeled. Just thinking of the things that when I remodeled a house, it would be nice to have some labeling and some neatness. I mean, you can't, you know what I mean? That's wire management right there. That's what my dad taught me. It's one of my first jobs. Also, we put insulation here, insulated the furnace room, closet. And then in the bedroom, haven't really done much over here, but you can see, where it's getting insulated, separated. You can tell a huge difference in the temperature in this room from that room to this room when you stand behind this wall. So it's doing what it's supposed to do. And then this is just an example of what this wall is going to look like all the way down. So it's just padded with insulation from the outside. You can never have too much, and it's pretty cheap to do it that way. I got to just make sure all the fire blocking is, you know, correct, and have the inspector come over and approve this build, because all this is fire blocking. So, and the frame's out just because I didn't want to pull that ducting in. We got some extra pieces of wood for when we go around. You know, we want to make sure the drywall has both points in each corner. And then I added 2 lights in the closet, so now we have 2 lights. So that was cool. And then, you know, right here I need to put a board for the drywall, but everything's framed up. Started putting insulation in here. It's a pretty good sized closet. Started putting some of the insulation in the frame, so it's only required R13 inside. So put this in, separates it from that room. This is our storage room, furnace room, and then, you know, down here the furnace is right outside of here. So, but we brought this ceiling down to about 8 foot ceilings. I mean, it's still pretty tall. So, but they're 9 foot ceilings, so we cut that off. But yeah, so that's what we've got so far down here. Permit is still pending, so I had to halt work until we can get an inspector over here. But I can do like the air vent in the bathroom. I can do some more of these inner wall insulations. I can do the, you know, the closet insulation. This wall I can go ahead and, this is an existing wall, so I can, you know, put the R13 batting here. The only thing I have to show is the electrical, so I have to wait for all that, and we'll see what they say. We do have the cabinets staged, so these are the cabinets that we got a few years ago, you can tell. And then this wall, I've got it wired. This is on its separate circuit, so I got a microwave plug. We've got the countertop plug. There's another one over there, way down there. Let me see if we can, yeah, right here. And it's all wired up to code, but again, I gotta kind of slow down a little bit so the inspector can see all this. We've got a plug behind here. This is for the fridge. So there's gonna be a fridge inside of here, a little mini fridge. And then we have the doors. We have the doors for this one and the door for that one. This will just stay open. All this is gonna go white, so we're gonna sand it down and make it all white. I have all the handles there in here. So each one of these drawers has a bunch of handles in it, but I've got all the pegs for the plates, and then we just have, you know, the drawers. Everything will be white down here. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll try to get this air vent done and show you guys. All right, we're back. So as you can tell, got a little dirty down here. Floor is just blown out, sawdust, and got the vent in. So I installed this board here so I can hold the exhaust fan. I'm kind of an L right there on the corners. Got it on, got it attached, got all the electrical done there, buttoned up, got the light, one leg of the light in. Just wanted to show you guys that's where the vent is, and these just go up in there like that, and that sits flush to the ceiling. It's very important to make sure that you have your drywall. Your drywall will go to here, and then you have that left. So it's very important to make sure that you do that. I've got the electrical stapled down, and then I ran the exhaust through. I just punched a few holes here, and then just running the excess through. And then we're going to clean these wires up. We'll put a hanger here so that holds that nice and firm. Let me get off this ladder. Yeah. Oh, big help with this scaffolding. Love it. But yeah, you can kind of see where it is. Again, lights turn off together. It's going to be a lot of light for the room. Contemplating on putting one more here. We'll see. It's going to be a lot of light, so I think it'll be enough light once you get everything boxed in. I mean, you can already see on the drywall where it's bouncing off up here. And then got the exhaust fan. It's going to go all the way down through here, punch through that hole. And don't worry, I'll be putting some supports in everywhere I put a hole. There'll be a support board that I can put in there. And then here, so far, you can hear it. You can feel it. I don't know if you can really hear it, but see how it's blowing? Oh yeah, it's blowing good too, look. That's pretty cool. That's gonna go out the back of the house. Just give the bathroom some exhaust. I'm using this method this time. Last time I used a straight pipe, but looking into it, this is what they did to our house upstairs, and it'll go all the way back to there and underneath the steps. So one more hole to punch, which is the one I don't like to punch to the side of the house, but they say you can do it. And I mean, they're done on all the house, on all the parts of the house. Now I'm itchy. Anyway, but this will be it for this video. I hope you guys got a good update. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. We're back on the basement build, basically full time. Once we get the permit and one of the 4-ways done, we can start bringing drywall down, and we'll start drywalling this up. You know, putting all the seal, drywall, get everything enclosed, and then yeah, I'm excited. It's turning out really well. I need to go through and zip tie and close all the boxes. But zip tie, clean the wires up before, because once you put drywall up, it's done. So I'm excited. Really am excited to get this show on the road. I got a little bit more insulation left, so we're gonna slap that up this week. Now that I've got that one, that exhaust fan in the bathroom, which is a really big thing. Also, it's a challenging thing since I wired it, I ran it, so I pretty much did it all. And there it is. I put some Gorilla Tape around because when I put the one in the apartment bathroom, the hose popped off even with a screw down. So I screwed it down, wrapped some Gorilla Tape around it, made sure, because again, when you get drywall up there, you don't want that coming off. So anyway, thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.